Hey everybody, welcome back to microbeerreviews.com. We are on a roll here with these Appalachian Mountain Brewery beers. This is their flagship long leaf IPA in this really cool can. It's very colorful. It's red, white, blue, and yellow. It's got a picture of a cardinal on it, and the mountains in the background. What looks like a gigantic spruce, I believe, would be the tree. But it's just very mountainy. It's a really cool can, actually. This is their flagship beer. Based out of Boone, North Carolina. They have a multi 12 pack out right now. That is a phenomenal deal. It's $19. You get 3 of these in there. This one is their big dog. It's 74 IBUs, 7.1 ABVs. This one is interesting because it talks about it's. I guess now that I say that, that's a long leaf pine, hence the long leaf pine IPA. They call it their classic IPA. It's supposed to have citrusy, piney, aroma, resinous character, slightly cold. I mean, that's kind of a boring description. I'd give that about a C-. But it says it's inspired by the North Carolina longleaf pine. Now, longleaf pines are, if you can go into the mountains, been there, seen them, they can be pretty impressive. Large, very straight. I know they use it for lumber. So it's one of those that is of extreme value in today's market. Go to a home improvement store and check out the lumber prices. So without further ado, it's your classic IPA. It's got a nice orange color to it, perfectly white head, quite a bit of carbonation, but it's dissipating pretty quickly. It's got big bubbles, little bubbles. It's got just that nice look. It's very filtered. There's nothing floating around. It is extremely piney. It's almost like pine coney. There's definitely some citrus. I would say it's almost like mango, peach. It's but it's very middle of the road in terms of the aroma of a classic, true flagship IPA. It's got, So their beers, I don't know if they do this on purpose. They might. It's hard to figure out which hops they use. I would guess these are maybe Simcoe Citra and possibly even something like a Centennial. There's a little bit of herbally note in there. It smells good. It just smells, and not that this is a bad thing, but it's very middle of the road, which means it should be very drinkable. So cheers. Let's get into this glass. Yeah. Wow. It tastes to me a little bit like a blend of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale and Torpedo. So it's much more on the Torpedo side. It's much more on the IPA side than the Pale Ale side, but it definitely has a little bit of maltiness to it, like a Pale Ale would. It's very low to middle viscosity, more on the low side, in my opinion. Finishes is nice and clean and crisp. It's definitely on the hoppy side. Again, that's what it's supposed to be. It's an IPA, but it's not super florally or citrusy. I think it smells more citrusy than it tastes. As you can see, the head is dissipated nicely. I actually like the way it looks now. That's all I got for you. It's very drinkable. Again, this is something you could get at a restaurant, drink with your meal, your steak, your chicken wings, your Mexican. Be very pleased with it. No booziness at all. 7.1%. Just got a little bit of kick to it there. If you can get these in 6 packs or 12 packs. I rate my beers between 1 and 5. I'd give this a solid 3.5. So I'll say this. This is why I gave it a 3.5 and not anything less. In a 12 pack, 3 of these, yeah, I'd like these a lot. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I'd buy it again. But I'd probably buy it in the 12 pack. Now, they have a couple other beers in that 12 pack that I'm going to review. Check out the channel. I'll probably leave some links down below as well. But at the same time, again, these are really solid beers for the price. I mentioned Sierra Nevada earlier, about a minute ago. This reminds me of a Sierra Nevada beer. On the style, how filtered it is. It's meant to please what I call the masses. Then if somebody said, oh yeah, well I like pale ales, but I want to get into IPAs or I want to try an IPA and I've never heard of it, they wouldn't be disappointed if they had this, in my opinion. So it's very well done. Again, Appalachian Mountain Brewery is something that where I live, we should be able to get it fairly easily. I live on the East Coast, but they have really ramped up in the last year of their distribution. Happy to see them here, and again, for the price point, it's really hard to beat. So let us know if you've tried it. Leave comments down below. I'd love to hear your opinion on this. If you like this one, if they like another one of their beers, if you've been to the brewery, anything about Boone, North Carolina, let's see some comments. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We upload all the time now. We appreciate you watching. As always, we will see you again real soon. Cheers.